Can real estate developers refuse a refund if the project has no license to sell? Hello Real Estate, George here, a unit manager from Filipino Homes and a PRC accredited and DHSUD registered salesperson. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and hit on the notification bell so you will be notified for any future videos coming up from this channel. Oh, heto, third video na to regarding license to sell. Kasi ang dami pa rin nagtatanong tungkol dito. Hindi naman sa nagre-reklamo kasi I feel that a lot of real estate buyers, especially the new ones, need to be constantly reminded and educated in terms of managing their investments, even at the early stage. So, I cannot stress enough the importance of asking for a license to sell from your real estate agent or developer even before you begin to get excited about the property itself. Ano nga ba ang license to sell? A license to sell or LTS is a certificate obtained by a property developer from the Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development or DHSUD. This is a mandate under the Presidential Decree number 957 under Section 5, which mentions that such owner or dealer to whom has been issued a registration certificate shall not, however, be authorized to sell any subdivision lot or condominium unit in the registered project unless he shall first obtain a license to sell the project within 2 weeks from the registration of such project. Ibig sabihin nito, bago pa man magbebenta ng subdivision lot or condominium si developer, ay dapat makakuha na ito ng lisensya or license to sell sa gobyerno. But getting a license to sell, while it looks simple on paper, is not always fast and easy. There is a series of evaluation and processing to all the applications for the license to sell, which, by the way, covers subdivision projects including residential, commercial, farm lot, and industrial subdivisions, all condominium projects including residential and commercial condominiums, and any other similar projects including cemeteries, memorial parks, and columbaria. To make it simple, developers cannot legally sell properties without the license to sell. Siguro napapansin mo na kapag wala pang license to sell si developer ay humihingi ito sa mga potential buyers ng letter of intent. A letter of intent or LOI is a document declaring the preliminary commitment of the buyer to the property. Developers may or may not include holding fee, which can be converted to a reservation fee when the LTS is issued. But eto, what if the developer goes ahead with the actual reservation and starts collecting payments even without the license to sell? Does this make the sale valid? Now, going back to the impact of not having a license to sell, that while developers may get away with beginning to accept reservation and equity payments, they cannot begin construction. Now, in short, you may have been paying equity for a year, or maybe you are almost done paying for the full equity. And to your surprise, when you did an ocular check, wala pa yung bahay or hindi pa naumpisahan ang construction ng condominium mo. And this may be the first thing that you will notice and you begin to ask questions why, only to be told that the developer do not have license to sell. So naturally, you get nervous, kasamagalit, and demand for a full refund. But bibigay ba si developer? Will developers give you the refund because they do not have the license to sell? Now, I really wanted to say yes because it should be the right thing to do. But unfortunately, the answer is no. Having no certificate of registration and license to sell at the time the contract was entered into do not nullify the sale. In fact, there is no mention on this under PD 957. There can be a violation by the developer under PD 957. However, it is not about getting into the contract with a buyer. These are just administrative sanctions through imposition of fines or penalties and are ordered to cease and desist from selling and from collecting amortization from its buyers. It does not cover the contract to sell entered between you and the developer. And as such, you cannot demand a full refund because the sale remains valid. And since it is valid, developers are not obligated to give you the full refund. So, what can you do? There are three things you can do. First is habaan mo ang pasensya mo until an LTS is issued and they can finally begin construction. As I mentioned, getting a license to sell takes a long time. Option 2, mag-combine powers ka ng real estate agent mo at pumunta kayo sa developer, or you can write a letter to the developer requesting for a refund. Now, even if having no license to sell do not automatically render the sale invalid, there are developers that are willing to give you a refund. Simpleng pakiusap lang. You just need to ask. And option number 3, if there is already a loss of trust and confidence to the developer and you would rather invest somewhere else, you may file a verified complaint with the Regional Adjudication Branch of the Human Settlements Adjudication Commission, to which the adjudicatory functions of the defunct HLURB has been transferred. In the end, I really hope that you can avoid this headache by doing your due diligence. Just ask for these 3 letters, LTS. I know the real estate industry is booming and there is a great demand for residential units, especially in this time of pandemic. But nothing replaces a peace of mind knowing that your investment is in good hands. And if you are a real estate agent or a licensed real estate broker watching this, you should not offer projects without license to sell to your clients. It is your responsibility to protect your buyers from falling into these difficult situations. So, there you have it, and I hope you learned something new. Once again, this is George Ryan Sarmago, Unit Manager from Filipino Homes. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay at home, and peace.